Alright, again on my quest to give Blade his roses, I want to match him up against Marlow's Horde. And this would be the Horde from 30 Days a Night, which is a straight up terrifying survival horror film that meets like this supernatural event. These feral, ancient, and very sadistic predators. These guys are built for slaughter. They're fast, they're mean, they're all about that, right? I think Blade can take them down because of he's a strategist, and I mentioned before Blade's ability to adapt situations and work with others. So we're going to rely on a couple of scenarios to see how Blade can get this done. Now first, if I'm looking at Marlow's Horde, what you need to know about them is these are primal vampires. They are very fast, they are very vicious, these are extremely animalistic. They're strong enough to tear a human apart very easily. They're kind of resistant to bullets. They're really only affected by fire, sunlight, and decapitation. They're pack hunters. They stick together. They're somewhat strategic. They're at least good at isolating their prey, and they have zero tolerance, right? Like zero mercy, no chill in these vampires. Well, Blade's going to need to go up against these guys. He's going to have to rely on his UV weaponry, but at a higher stage. He's going to have to go with the UV grenades, the light traps, the flash floods. These are going to be like holy weapons for him. If he's got a portable UV emitter, maybe something modified with some drones, I'm sure Blade can get something to hold that. But because there's so many, I mean, there's like 15 to 25 of these vampires in this horde. He's going to need some help. Blade's not going to be able to do this by himself. I think if he tries, he has to be extremely tactical. But I think if he wants to team up, just because of like their skill at vampires, I would suggest you bring along some aid. I would go with like Elsa Bloodstone, maybe Hannibal King, maybe even Punisher in the right gear. But I think he needs to be prepared for warfare versus just like a hit mission. Now, he's going to want to have a lot of explosives, like a lot of fire-based tactics, because when they start burning, they get real feral. And fire slows down their regeneration and just causes a lot of panic among them. He's going to have to really go for them headshots, too. A lot of decapitations. Now, maybe his sword gets it done, but I like him with the machetes and those auto-launching stake guns that he has. So I think he wants to have like some spring-loaded traps. Like, I want to go for the head a lot on these guys. And Blade's going to have to do a little intel. Like, if he gets a backstory on this Horde, he realizes that Marlow is the brains of the operation entirely. If you kill him first, like all the rest of them are going to lose interest and just kind of lose that coordination and that adhesiveness, right? So this is what it's got to go down for Blade. Like if he does everything right, again, got his serum unlocked, got everything ready, gets his weaponry, I give him like a high kill rate on these guys, like up to 70%. In this scenario, walking into that same town, I think 70% of the time, Blade walks out of that and that vampire horde is done. Give me your thoughts, but again, Blade is the greatest vampire killer of all time.